Broncos and Chiefs 1-1. Lots to talk about. Strap yourselves in as we unpack that for you. And Chippa United and Amazulu, it's 2-1 in that game. And Chippa United getting goals there from Craig Martin as well as their new Zambian player in Sakala. So we'll give you those goals. That game is live on the streaming channel 951. Let's get into this with Teko Modise as well as Matthew Booth, two former international footballers, and they are ready to give you their assessments. Let's start out with the penalty, Matthew. Defending here, Lukele bringing down Lilepo. I say bringing down. Do you agree? Is he brought down?
No, it was a dive for me. Although Lukele here gets caught for pace, and he shouldn't have attempted to even try and lunge because Lilepo was almost around him. There was no need to put that left foot in. But as you can see from this particular angle, there was no contact. I think Lilepo sees that the ball has run away from him, and then he just takes the chance to go down, and the referee falls for it.
Well, there you go. Referee sees enough. There might be contact on the way down there, but it was enough. Penalty given, and Yusuf Mart steps up. Teko, you used to do this, take penalties.
Not
He's really good.
Teko used to score them, by the way.
Not with that
Take penalty.
Not with that run up anyway. So, but
What's wrong with the runner?
look, you're giving an opportunity to goalkeeper to actually guess right and giving him time because he knows that also with the run up, the ball have enough power for you to score. And I said it earlier, like after he misses, I said you only do that when you're very, very high in confidence. And we've seen Miguel being the penalty taker, but now that he's a captain, he took it. It's unfortunate that he missed, but I think the run-up as well, he didn't give him enough chance.
And if you're asking yourself why did he take the penalty, Yusuf Mart's stats tell you the last 5 penalties he's taken, he has scored. So you can see why Chiefs believed in him there. And on that occasion, he was thwarted by the post. But not to be thwarted was the finish here from Sibia, Miguel, as well as Mutizwa. That's where the trouble starts.
Yeah, Van Rooij has done a lot of hard running on that side, aimed at Dove. But in this particular instance, Mutizwa finds himself out wide, and he does very well with the shoulder charge, shoulder to shoulder. He's stronger than Miguel, and Miguel just loses his footing. Then it's up to Mutizwa to do all the hard work and decide when to release the ball to Sibia. And he times it perfectly well. He sucks Simango in, and it's an easy finish for Sibia.
You couldn't want a more experienced player than the Knox man. It's telling you ice, Wafagi killer pass. Back of the net there, there's what happened. Nduduzo Sibia is on target and finding the goal to give Golden Arrows the advantage in this one. But Yusuf Mart got the response that he would have wanted. There was a little bit of the crowd getting on his back after the penalty hits the post. And then Gaston Serino. The skill to destroy Sazi Gumbi.
Look, he gets in the right position as a 10 when the ball's playing on the left. And he finds himself in the right position. Opposition will know that Serino likes to shoot around that area, but yet he sells a dummy. And what's also nice is that Mart starts making that run, finds himself in the right space, be able to slot that in. That's where Serino is very, very creative in and around the area there.
First goal of the season for the captain, Yusuf Martin. He desperately needed that after the penalty.
Yeah, you could hear the crowd giving him the bird after the penalty miss. I think they were wondering why he had stepped up to take it, and this is a great response from him. Toe poke, slightly stretching for it. So I think the only technique he had was the toe poke.
Yeah.
Toe poke through the legs there, showing that he's got versatility when it comes to the finishes. That's what his half has looked like. He's been a busy man, 49 touches, and the one that he would not want to be looking back at on that stat that says the penalty came back off the post with that miss, but it's 1-1. Let's take you to what's going on in Buffalo City Stadium right now, where there is plenty of action taking place as we start out here. And for most of this half, you would have thought this game is safe. Chippa 2-0 up, but it at the death becomes 2-1. Here's Sakala. He pounces on what again will be question marks about the goalkeeping.
Yeah, I think Mortua, should really have snaffled up. It might have bounced awkwardly in front of him, but Sakala, the new guy, is there on hand to snaffle that. Easy finish for him.
And then look at this great build-up coming out of their own lines, and the speed to run around and then dribble from Craig Martin.
Yeah, I think also the bounce as well from Tej. I think he mistimed the bounces, especially when Craig Martin was just close by him, and once Greg Martin has found the momentum to the speed, is so fast and such a cool finish as well from him.
And to give that big crowd at the Buffalo City Stadium something to sit on the edge of their seats for, it was Muremi who got Amazulu back into the conversation with this finish. 2-1 at halftime. Lots to discuss in that one as well. And we're going to a quick break to see what will happen in the second half at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, where it's 1-1 between Kaizer Chiefs and Golden Arrows.